Coming in for a game of darts, then?
Don't be saying that out loud, will you?
Scared you'll end up back on the couch?
Might as well have stayed there. I'll be back there as soon as your ma finds out about you.
No. Once she realises you lied, she'll murder you anyway.
Very funny. No, I'll just keep it quiet for now. Maybe I should take it easy on the darts, though.
You can't just drop Jer. I mean, that'd be cruel.
Maybe you could keep her company.
If she wanted me around, do you think she'd have asked?
Ask her for a game, then.
What did I just say? And you're not using me to get yourself off the hook.
So, I'm stuck between the two of them, then?
I dare you to call either of them a hassle. Listen, no one made you be Jer's lockdown buddy and then lied to Ma about it.
Howie.
Wait, yeah, this one you've been visiting. Ma's an idea.
Joan?
Well, obviously. What about her?
I want to give her a voucher for the salon.
That's no need to do that.
I feel bad the way I went on. I want to do something nice. Will you be seeing her tomorrow?
No. I'm busy all day and then playing darts with Jerry after work.
Come over and get the voucher anyway. You can pass it on when you see her.
Is it just me or is that still being cagey?
No? What makes you say that?
Something's still off.
All in your head. It's just the stress of the last few days.
I hope so. Because if I've noticed, Ma has too.
We'll say you overreacted. It's perfectly understandable after the way he's treated you.
Well, why don't I just leave? Things will die down.
And risk him handing Callum the whole cafe? No way. He is right about one thing, though. You do need to be more mature in the way you handle him.
Didn't want any part of this.
Yeah, well, you know what? You're in it, whether you like it or not. But I know Paul. He can fixate on something 1 minute and just change his mind a week later.
I don't plan on sticking around that long.
Well, if you won't do it for yourself, will you do it for me?
Why would you want to make me?
Because if you don't take what's yours, somebody else will.
I was serious about making my own way.
And that's great. But you don't throw away what you're entitled to.
Morning.
Morning.
Hello.
Did you see Hughie this morning?
He was busy in the laundrette.
And things are good between you?
Well, sort of. Oh, and by the way, that wasn't my pride. That's just the way that I am. And the most important thing is he will get paid back. I always pay my debts.
Unlike your brother.
We'll get the money back.
Oh, I know we will. Eventually, I'll make sure of that.
You didn't call Jim, did you?
No, not yet. But me and him will have our reckoning. Don't worry. We've enough to be dealing with here for the time being.
I'll handle Hughie.
I have an idea about that. Rather than you repaying a loan for years, which you will struggle to do, offer to make him a part owner in the Hungry Pig. No, you said you'd do anything.
Yes, but not give him half the business, Ren.
The place you were going to burn down? I don't mean half. 20%, say. And if he agrees, it'll put you under less pressure. And it'll give him an interest in keeping the place afloat. I can't see a better way.
Hi. Now, Oisin has something that he would like to say to you.
I'm sorry I called you a moron. It was childish of me.
You do know I'm not changing my mind.
I'd expect nothing less.
Good. So that's all put to rest now. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Clara, I have to take this. Hi. Yeah. Okay. What's wrong?
So, you really are okay with all this now, yeah?
All right.
Despite everything you've done, yeah.
Like what?
Charlotte, for one.
Yeah, well, me and your mother did you a favour there.
No, Clara, I told you that she had to be corrected after 3.
You didn't think your mother had a hand in any of that, no? Who do you think set up the Joffrey in London? Yeah. I have to admit, I admire the way she goes after something she wants.
No, I really couldn't have been clearer about it.
Now, you'd be part owner. It would still mostly be my business.
Bob, let him look at the figures.
Hello.
Hey, Bob.
What happened?
Oh, I've just bored Huey and Renee with the full details. It's not paralysis, if that's what you're thinking.
Did you have a fall?
No, it's what the doctor calls peripheral neuropathy. It's a stinging and numbness in the feet. He's been coming on for a while, and it makes it very hard to walk, you know.
Sorry to hear that. Well, listen, you stay where you are and I'll bring you over a fresh cup of coffee.
Thanks.
And tell me, any update on the nuptials?
No, Bob, I'm quite happy living in sin at the moment.
Better still, a good man. You can see where it started to go wrong for me. But in many ways, it's amazing that it didn't get any worse. So many businesses were decimated by COVID-19.
Well, let's not forget why it isn't just four scorched walls.
Are you going to keep reminding me of that, Huey?
I take no pleasure in pointing out the hames you made of things. I'm here for Renee and Ellie, not to make you feel bad about what happened.
Well, I'm not sure I could feel any worse, Huey.
What state would you be in if you lost them? Look, I'm prepared to try and cooperate for their sake, but you need to be on board too.
I am on board.
So, we have a deal then. 20% of the business in return for your bailout.
Right. I'd like to start by helping out with some shifts, meeting the staff.
No. Hang on a second. I thought you were going to be a silent partner.
Well, I know it's a long time since my days in pizza action, but, I'd like to be hands-on.
Brilliant.
Don't you mean you have your own key now?
Yeah, Jared thought it'd be a good idea if I had a spare, for security.
Should you not be spending time with Ma?
She's too busy in the salon.
Oh, well, isn't it lucky you have a substitute?
That's not what Jared is.
Well, what is she then? Because I'm really starting to wonder.
She's family. And you're the one who told me not to leave her hanging either.
All right, keep your shirt on. And everything else.
Hey, that's enough of that. Especially coming from my own daughter.
Fine. You better go in, so.
It is culture.
Do you need me to agree?
You know what it's like to be stuck between your ma and Jer. You've been there. But there was no badness in it. You just didn't want your ma's feelings to be hurt. Or Jer's.
Does she have feelings?
Of course she does. More than she lets on.
Yeah, I suppose.
How did you deal with it?
Not very well most of the time. Oh, but this thing between them, it's never going to change if it's just left alone. I don't know, maybe you're doing them both a good turn by getting Jer on side.
Think your ma'll ever see it that way?
You'll be the first to know, won't you?
There you are.
I'm coming.
Is your eye in?
We'll soon find out, won't we?
Better put your money where your mouth is then.
What the hell is that?
Trouble, I'd see you try.
No chance.
Go on, I'll teach you. It's easy.
Maybe for you because you're a brilliant dancer. It's nice spending time with you again.
Yeah.
Listen, no matter what happens or what anyone else says that might sound bad about me, I think you're the best sister ever.
Are you gonna do something bad?
What? No.
Oh, Shane.
All right. What's wrong?
Oh, Shane's gonna do something bad.
No. She picked me up wrong. Let's go grab your phone and we'll film that dance for you.
What are you at?
Nothing, I was just tidying up.
With spray paint and that. What are you doing with my keys? he put you up to this?
No.
Well, you better start explaining yourself. It's a good job you were keeping an eye on him.
You were spying on me.
I was looking out for you.
You know, I was starting to believe all that bull about being brothers.
I trusted you. What is all this for?
Payback. That's what it's all about, because he didn't get his own way. Running to Mommy wasn't good enough for you, no? So what were you going to spray on the walls?
The graffiti would have been the least of your worries. I was thinking a few broken windows, maybe flooding the place.
He doesn't know what he's saying. Go, before you say something you'll regret.
I'd regret nothing bad that came his way. Or yours.
You don't mean that.
Every word. Both you better watch your backs. I wouldn't have told you where I was if I knew you were bringing him.
Cannot believe you would be so stupid. Oisín, what goes on in that brain of yours? You apologise to your father right now.
Well, I have nothing to say to him.
Fine. Well, you can explain to the guards how you stole my keys and tried to sabotage my business.
Paul, don't. Do you want to end up in prison?
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. You're just trying to save your own skin here. I would have gone straight to the guards, only your mother was begging me not to.
Look, he let his anger get the better of him. Okay, but you know, he wasn't going to do any real damage. Maybe smash a few plates?
Nicola, he was about to destroy this family's livelihood, and an apology just won't cut it.
What do you want me to do, flagellate myself?
I cut you out of my will as a test, to see if you could prove to me that you can make it on your own.
I will, without any help from you.
All you've ever done all your life is leech off me and your mother. Self-entitled, spoiled brat who expects everything to be handed to him on a plate.
That is actually not fair. He was getting on great in London.
Well, why doesn't he go back if he was such a hotshot?
I plan to.
You won't get very far in life without loyalty, son. And if your own family don't trust you, well. But my guess is you're not going to make much of yourself. But I'm not going to hang around to see if you do or not. Because as of from now, me and you, we're done.
Oisín, will you wait? He didn't mean that.
Yes, I did. Every word.
He didn't deserve that, Paul.
He got off lightly, and you know he did.
Don't you love the smell of hot grease first thing in the morning?
It's afternoon. If you want to get to know your operation, you need to be here first thing.
Yes, boss. So, fill me in. What did I miss?
Deep clean. Everything washed and sanitized.
Ah, sorry I missed it.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that. I kept the best for you. The jacks. Knock yourself out. Can I get you anything?
Tap water.
Will there be anything else?
Toast? And the new Wi-Fi code?
All lowercase. Hungry 2020. Toast coming up.
All right, Judas.
Paul copped the stuff was yours when he walked in. What was I supposed to do?
Cover for me instead of stabbing me in the back?
Well, I'm sorry I didn't come up with some excuse.
Worked out well for you, though. Making me look bad. Keeping your eye on that inheritance.
I don't want Paul's money.
Yeah, right. Anyway, I'm out of here soon. Good riddance to the lot of you.
You're heading back to London.
Might book in DJs to some of the biggest clubs over there.
What do you take me for? Hanging around here in the community centre all day? Was any of it even true? About making good on the club scene?
I was doing well. I'd just made a name for myself before COVID hit. The sector got wiped out.
Would you not head back to Mallow? At least you wouldn't have to fork out money for rent.
No.
That's weird.
Paul wants to meet us both in an hour.
Oh, yeah. Hello.
What's eating you?
Here.
Whatever it is, don't take it out the poor window.
It's your dad. I have a good mind to wring his neck.
Oh, what's he done now?
Another pensioner probably has the hots on him.
He's telling me barefaced lies. He says he's going playing darts with his pal Jerry from work. He's gone a couple of nights a week. So I go on Jerry's Facebook page. Turns out Jerry was in Wexford all last week when he's supposedly playing darts with Anto.
Maybe he's playing with another mate.
I know your dad. I know when he's up to something.
I'm sure there's an innocent explanation, all right? He probably just wants some time to himself.
Or cozying up to one of his admirers.
Come off it, Ma. You know he'd never do the dirt on you.
It's not your dad I'm worried about. It's those vultures who take advantage. He's so thick he doesn't realise what they're up to. I bet it's that immunocompromised wagon. It's her he's seeing behind my back. I bet she's faking it. There's probably nothing wrong with her.
I doubt that.
Do you think I gave her a voucher for the salon? I'll find out where she lives and go and slap the head off her.
No, you won't.
Now watch me.
Ma, leave her alone, all right? It's not what you think.
You seem quite sure.
Yeah, what do you know about it?
All right, promise you won't go ballistic at me.
Just spill.
The friend Dad's playing darts with. It's Jer.
So what's going on?
Well, I've been thinking about what's happened over the past few days, and I realised that I've been unfair.
Oisin just had a rush to the head. He wasn't actually going to follow through on anything. The important thing is that we put this behind us.
Yeah, you're right. That's exactly what I'm going to do. But I'm sorry for being so hard on you.
Shouldn't you be apologising to him, too?
No. You're the one I treated unfairly. And now that I know that I can trust you, because when I came down to it, you put us, your family, first. And you've got a lot going for you, son, you know? And I know one day you will make me proud. So I've decided that I'm going to put you back in the will. I'll be talking to my solicitor here later on today.
If Oisin's not included, you can count me out, too.
Oh, don't be stupid. Take his money.
He's talking sense, for once.
The decent thing to do is to give an equal share to all your family instead of pitting us against each other.
Everything, and I mean everything that I have, I've worked hard for. And you're not a parasite like him. You'll actually make something of yourself.
Don't speak about him like that.
Oh, it's okay. I've said far worse about him.
Trust me, son. He'll thank me in years to come. Now, I have to get back to work, so let yourselves out, yeah?
Nicely played.
You think I planned this?
You threw me under the bus so he'd give you back your inheritance. Now he's cut me off, all the more for the rest of you. I won't be a pawn in his games anymore. Neither should you.
Oh. Well, I'm sweating buckets. Between the fryers and the hot plates, it's Hell's Kitchen in there.
Yeah, well, if you can't stand the heat.
Oh, no fear of that. It's the best buzz I've had in years.
Oh. So you enjoyed yourself?
Yeah, I love it. Reminds me of me pizza action days with Gary and Natalie.
Oh, no. Don't go all nostalgic on us.
So do you want 20%? Leave it with me.
So, this the new office then?
Well, the Wi-Fi's free.
Look, Paul came down hard on you, but you know what? I happen to agree with a lot of what he said.
That I'm a loser.
No, Oisin, that you have to grow up and take responsibility. Your choices have landed you here.
Well, cheers for taking my side, as usual.
Blaming others. Again.
No, just you, my own mother, for kicking me out on the street.
I had no choice. You made life unbearable for poor Clara.
He wasn't exactly a barrel of laughs to live with either.
It was time for you to move out and, be independent. I gave you a bit of a push. It's called tough love.
Is there any other sort with you?
Oisin, will you come back? Oisin?
Oisin?
Oh, hi, Callum.
Is he all right?
A very bad case of victimitis.
Do you not think he'd be better off in Cork? Away from all this aggro?
Out of the question, I'm afraid. Clara wouldn't hear of having him back.
he was turfed out?
You know, I was worried, and that's why I came here. It wasn't just about Paul's will. I needed to make sure Oisín was okay.
Except he's not. And how could he be after you and Paul turned your back on him?
And before you say anything, most of this is for Hayley.
All right.
You don't believe me, do you?
Well, she...
Sure. How are you?
Can't complain.
Nothing strange?
No. The usual. Working too hard.
You need to get out more, doesn't she, Anto?
Yeah, no harm every now and then, yeah?
He goes playing darts twice a week with his pals.
If I was stuck living with you, any excuse to get away. See you later.
You two seem very friendly.
Just indulging her, you know? Being polite.
She'll talk a lot of nonsense.
No, I'll just tune out, to be honest.
But you've no problem hanging around with her, drinking beer and playing darts. How could you lie to me?
I knew you wouldn't understand.
I can cope with the other women you take pity on. You can't help be a complete dope with a big heart. But Jer, she nearly tore our family apart.
She is family.
Not to me, she's not.
You see, this is exactly why I didn't tell you. I knew you'd go mental.
All Jer wants to do is undermine me. She's using you to get under my skin.
Maybe she just enjoys me company. Like I enjoy hers. We get along.
You're our best buddies all of a sudden.
Yeah, we become good pals, yeah. Yeah, we have a bit of banter and a bit of laugh, yeah. She's easy to get on with.
These meetups, they stop now. You stay away from her. I mean it.
You have enough, sweetheart?
Yeah.
Good girl.
How are you?
Hey, Ruth.
Hi.
What you watching?
SpongeBob.
Nice. Listen. I know Oisín messed up. But he hasn't had an easy time of it.
That's no excuse.
Nicola and Claire threw him out.
Yeah, well, if he was living under my roof, I'd do exactly the same.
His own mother cuts him loose. And then you write him out of your will. No wonder he has anger issues.
Listen. Oisín has led a charmed life. He's never wanted for one thing.
Yeah. Well, he's struggling now.
What's wrong with Oisín?
Nothing there.
He said he'll come over for a game of drinking, but he never come over.
Yeah, well, he won't be coming around here again.
Why not?
Ruth, Oisín's not part of her family anymore.
No. Don't do this to her.
She needs to know the truth, son.
Why do you always have to fight with everyone?
Oisín was trying to harm this family, darling. Everybody, including you. Look, just forget about Oisín, will you?
No, you can't make me. He's my brother.
From now on, you only have one brother. And we're finished with Oisín, okay?
You happy now?
It's for our own good.
Stay the hell away from my husband.
Does Anto know you're not letting him out to play? Are you going to send him to bed with no supper too?
I know what you're up to. You might have him fooled, but not me.
What's this?
Oh, it's a seating plan. I've numbered all the tables and every seat at the counter.
Bob is going to love this.
You think?
No, Hughie, I don't.
I want you to stay. We can work together to bring Paul down. Give him a taste of his own medicine.